Hello everyone and welcome back. So it's been a little bit of time since I've uploaded a video and quite honestly I've missed doing this. So I'm hoping that you are all doing fantastic and you've been taking care of yourself. Um, that is at the end what we all should be doing, I believe. Taking care of ourselves and making sure we're well and we listen to ourselves. So the topic of this video here is, what is spirituality? Or somebody that's spiritual, what do they do? What defines somebody that's spiritual? So you'll hear some people say that in order to be spiritual you need to meditate. Other people will say no, you need to do yoga. Others will say no, you need to be praying every day. Then other people will say, no, spirituality is all about peace of mind, being in a state of love, being in the present moment, and things like that, and acquiring knowledge. Other people will say, no, it's about gaining power. So they usually refer to psychic power, having healing hands, telepathy, being able to channel. So these people that they believe this, that for them that's what defines somebody as being spiritual, right? And there's other people who will say, no, somebody's spiritual will be vegan. Or they'll believe in God. Right? So these are all things that people believe in. And at the end, it doesn't matter what I believe in. It doesn't matter what other people believe in. We need to take everything into our own hands, in a sense, and make sure that we make it about what we are all about, or what we believe in, right? So for me, I've talked about this earlier, where for me, somebody that's spiritual will be in a state of love, will be very peaceful, will be very wise. I would also add somebody that's honest, somebody's aware. And I would also say that people that are spiritual are usually quite energetic, in a sense. Now, it doesn't mean that you need to be eccentric and, kind of like outgoing in a sense, but there is something to do with, for me, the life force. And this does not mean, just because somebody is very energetic does not mean they're spiritual, right? There are certain people that are just like a hummingbird as far as their energy, but they don't have any interest in spirituality whatsoever. But for me, the people that are that energetic, they're filled with the energy of God, or the divine energy, right? So what is it that makes somebody spiritual? These are all questions that we should be asking ourselves, and not rely on Marcel, or rely on Bruce Lipton, or Osho, or Joe Dispenza, and all sorts of other characters that that have come along and stated their whole perception on what this is all about. At the end, we need to not only follow that path, or that what speaks to us, but we need to embody it, right? It's not just like about pursuing wisdom, but it's about becoming wise. It's not about pursuing peace, but to be at peace. So these things are, for me, the most important parts of spirituality, right? And again, like, this does not mean that this is all about what is going to be the same for you. And we all need to make sure we follow our own compass. Because otherwise, we're back in the same mentality of following an authority figure, believing in a guru, and then not only believe in a guru, but we'll have to rely on his wisdom in order to see if we're on the right track or not. And if we ever get lost, then we will always need their assistance on if what we need to do from now on, right? And we become dependent. We become attached to the authority figure, the guru, or whatever, right? And then what is that worth at the end if we get ourselves into spirituality, but then we need to ask everybody else's opinion on what we should be doing and how we should live our life? We've been going through these loops in life where we are told that we need to listen to the experts, right? And this does not mean that we should negate or ignore, dismiss what other people have to say. What I'm saying is that we should listen to them because if they're into spirituality and, you know, they kind of like build their own business up and their own spiritual energy up, that they obviously have something to contribute. But at the end of the line here, we need to rely on ourselves, and we need to connect with the wisdom inside, right? And one core part for me about spirituality is about knowing yourself. And again, not just knowing yourself, but embodying that. So this is what I have to say about this, and we need to believe in ourselves now more than ever, where we are the captain of our own ship, and we can take care of our own life without needing to resort to paying somebody or to reaching out to somebody to know what they believe, what they believe in, or what they feel is the right decision in this circumstance. And so to be connected yourself with the wisdom inside and the Godhead inside, and actually like stopping this consistent, or the perverse, how do you say it, this always present need to listen to somebody else, or to not be able to trust yourself enough, so that we are again reliant on somebody else, right? We don't trust ourselves enough, so we need to find an exterior savior. So what do you think about this? What are the beliefs that you hold on what is spirituality? What makes somebody spiritual? And we all need to contribute to this in a sense, so that people like me do not start dominating and being the one that says this is rubbish, on like being psychic has nothing to do with being spiritual, which it absolutely does. So don't let me set the boundaries, right? Oh, and on these boundaries, there's a meme that I seen that was quite interesting, and it's relevant to what I'm talking about. So it was, somebody says that I'm deeply, deeply spiritual, and then one of their friends said, well, you're gonna need to be more specific because demons are part of the spirit realm too. So even though that I would not like to admit it, people that are going on a dark side, they're spiritual as well. But for me, the main difference is they're hurting, and they haven't spent the time to heal. And that again is another part of spirituality for me. Healing from the trauma and our limiting beliefs. So, what do you think? Leave a comment if you have any opinion on this. Like this video if you did like it. And I'm going to start uploading more regularly now. So I love you. You're amazing. You deserve the best. And until next time.